Something has just crossed into our solar system, but it didn't knock. It didn't flare, explode, or announce itself like a comet. It moved silently, precisely, and impossibly fast. At first, astronomers dismissed it as just another icy fragment drifting at the edge of deep space. But the closer they looked, the more it defied every rule of celestial behavior we know. They're calling it 3I Atlas. And its most recent transmission has left scientists frozen. What they've uncovered isn't just strange, it's impossible. Some experts are already whispering what others are too afraid to say out loud. This object may not be natural. In this video, we'll break down exactly what makes 3I Atlas so uniquely terrifying, why its trajectory points towards something unnatural, and what the James Webb Space Telescope just picked up that could rewrite our understanding of the universe, or prove we're not alone in it. When the object was first detected by the Atlas Observatory, a system designed to track dangerous objects approaching Earth, it barely registered as unusual, distant, faint, and fast. But then an amateur astronomer combing through old survey data noticed something. This wasn't its first appearance. Images years apart revealed 3I Atlas moving on a hyperbolic path, the unmistakable signature of an interstellar visitor. Only two other objects like it had ever been seen, Oumuamua and Borisov. Both stirred global fascination. But this? This is different. Its speed exceeds 150,000 miles per hour, and it's accelerating in ways gravity alone cannot explain. That raised immediate red flags because non-gravitational acceleration suggests something is actively pushing the object, propulsion, not physics. And if it's propulsion, it could be a probe, or worse, a message. To understand the shock, we have to go back to 2017, when Oumuamua sliced through the solar system at a sharp angle. It was elongated, silent, and showed no comet-like tail. And yet, it too accelerated. The same Harvard astrophysicist who suggested Oumuamua might be a probe, Avi Loeb, is now saying the same about 3I Atlas. But unlike Oumuamua, which vanished quickly, this new object is still here. We're watching it in real time, and what we're seeing is unsettling. Despite being 4 times farther from the Sun than Earth, 3I Atlas is too bright. If it were an ordinary rock, it would have to be massive, nearly 20 kilometers wide, to reflect that much light. But its mass doesn't match. Its surface behaves like polished metal or artificially smooth panels. And it isn't spinning chaotically like a normal asteroid. It moves steadily, purposefully, almost like it knows where it's going. Scientists called for a closer look. Enter the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful eye we've ever turned to the cosmos. Using Webb's infrared instruments, they probed the object's composition. The results were immediate and bizarre. 3I Atlas didn't emit the expected heat signature of a comet or rocky body. Its temperature was unusually stable. Certain expected spectral lines were missing entirely, as if something was absorbing or shielding its emissions. And then came the real shock. Webb detected a faint but repeating pattern, not in light, but in the object's radio profile. A pulsing anomaly. Too irregular to be a beacon, but too structured to be noise. Scientists called it a signature not typically produced by natural interstellar phenomena. It wasn't a traditional signal, but it was deliberate. Most interstellar objects pass by once and leave forever. But 3I Atlas's trajectory is suspicious. Initially it appeared to be heading toward the outer planets, but then it shifted slightly, undeniably, toward the inner solar system. Toward the Sun. Its closest pass by Mars is projected for October 3, 2025. On October 23, it will loop to within twice Earth's distance from the Sun. And in December 2025, it will pass near Earth's orbital path before vanishing, or so we think. Because its path feels too intentional, like it was designed to come just close enough to be seen, or heard. And what the Webb telescope detected wasn't just random noise. Independent labs in Japan and France found repeating intervals hidden in the pulse pattern, prime numbers, Fibonacci sequences, and shockingly, timing intervals aligned with Earth-based seconds and minutes. One physicist in Prague suggested the timing also matches the orbital resonances of Jupiter's moons. Why would an interstellar object encode knowledge of our planetary system unless it had been observing us far longer than we imagined? Infrared images taken weeks apart showed 3I Atlas's shape subtly changing, not tumbling, but reorienting. A team at Caltech proposed it may not be solid at all but made of ultra-thin materials, like solar sails, that adjust to radiation pressure. That would make it a designed probe, one that uses starlight itself for thrust. And its deceleration curve suggests it's intentionally slowing as it nears our planetary plane. Like something trying not to overshoot. Then the information blackout began. Observatories stopped publishing updates. Live tracking pages redirected to errors. Social media threads vanished. A European Space Agency scientist who tweeted about the object deleted her account. Journalists calling the institute behind the data were told, "No comment." One researcher privately admitted, "We've been told not to speculate." Meanwhile, a deep spectrum reading from Chile hinted at something extraordinary: the presence of an isotope not found in natural celestial bodies, known only from controlled fusion reactions and theoretical models. Its discovery was buried, then removed. But a few researchers downloaded the dataset before it disappeared. The implications are staggering. Either our astrophysics is wrong, or this object was engineered using knowledge far beyond our own. As comparisons to Oumuamua mount, one key difference emerges. Oumuamua passed through silently. 3I Atlas is broadcasting, subtly, cryptically, but undeniably. Many scientists now fear this isn't just another interstellar wanderer. It's a second test. A refined prototype. Inside SETI, leaks suggest 3I Atlas's signal was flagged months before Webb's data went public. It wasn't posted to the official monitoring board. Fear of panic, loss of credibility, or something worse may be the reason. According to one insider, the signal wasn't on a single frequency but modulated across multiple bands simultaneously, like a broadcast meant for receivers we don't yet possess. Even more chilling, a faint echo, a delayed reply, was detected after the main transmission, as if it were listening for a response, and didn't get one. Now, as the object draws nearer, strange disturbances have begun near Jupiter's moon Europa, signal disruptions, gravitational anomalies correlating directly with 3I Atlas's proximity. It's as if the object is resonating with something already here, not emitting a new signal but interacting with an old one. Some theorists suggest Europa's ice could conceal alien artifacts, preserved for millennia, and 3I Atlas may have just dialed the frequency to wake them up. Behind the scenes, military satellite networks have gone quiet on its telemetry. Space Command dashboards have blacked out information. Classified briefings are rumored. A whistleblower claims the U.S. intercepted a reflection signal, a scrambled, distorted handshake attempt bouncing back from the object. But to what? Some cryptologists have gone further. They believe the pulse intervals are not communication but code, geometry. A private lab claims the pattern maps out a three-dimensional structure, resembling a schematic or blueprint for an array, like a receiver or energy-dispersing framework. If true, 3I Atlas may not just be transmitting a message. It is the message, a delivery of knowledge or instructions. But who are those instructions for? Then, abruptly, the pulses stopped. The object went silent. No course correction. No acceleration. Just stillness. It drifts, passive, like it was never alive at all. But the silence feels too controlled, like a test completed. Some believe it was scanning our defenses, measuring our curiosity, harvesting data on our response. And now, it may be retreating, carrying with it a map of everything it observed. A new, controversial hypothesis even claims parts of the signal correspond to amino acid frequencies, not random bursts, but patterns mimicking protein synthesis. One frequency mirrors glycine, the simplest amino acid. The implication? The object might not just be sending data. It may be sending genetic instructions, to build, to replicate, or to evolve. An experimental AI analyzing the pulse modulation began reproducing fragments of abstract symbols resembling proto-languages. Its internal logic began forming recursive loops, as if it was receiving feedback from an intelligent source. Developers shut it down, fearing it was being manipulated or overwritten. 3i Atlas might not just carry intelligence. It might be intelligence, a non-biological consciousness drifting across the stars, looking for minds to interface with. Weeks before going dark, a minor probe monitoring solar winds near the Kuiper belt recorded an electromagnetic spike matching 3i Atlas's pulse signature. Its telemetry drifted, then failed, as if magnetically nudged. Its last blurry image showed a faint geometric shadow in the distance, angular, symmetrical, like something not made by nature. Officially it was declared lost. Insiders call it something else now, the first casualty. As agencies dissect the aftermath, a chilling truth emerges. The signal wasn't just information. It was a test. A probe not of space, but of us. It measured how we think, how we react. Be found, or perhaps meant to be found only now. It never spoke in words. Minds like yours. Maybe the message wasn't to warn the world. Maybe it was to awaken it.